Test. Oh, okay. Hello. Um, can you guys hear my voice? I guess. I mean, it should be. Uh, oh, wait, I forgot one more thing. Oh no. Um, whatever. Okay. Hello, guys. Well, thank you for coming. First of all, thank you for coming. I know that. I know that the time is not really ideal for streaming. But yeah, actually, uh, today is a public holiday in Indonesia. And also, yeah, next week I will be, well, later this week I will be a lot busier. And well, as you guys probably already know, uh, yeah, there is something special going on tomorrow. Yeah, something big actually. So yeah, I really want to finish this stream, like before tomorrow, basically. So yeah, unfortunately, I have to do this stream like right now, in this time, basically. Yeah, it's a bit awkward, but yeah, there is no better time other than postponing this stream by like 2 or 3 weeks, maybe. Yeah. Uh, well, okay, I guess let's just start because uh, I hope we can finish before like 11 p.m. 11 p.m. is like 3 hours. Yeah, because I also want to watch Aura stream. Yeah. Okay, I guess let's just go back to the PowerPoint. Yeah. Yeah, this is the second stream, and well, I did not prepare anything more than just a PowerPoint. Yeah. Congrats, you're just back into another class. Yeah, let's just start. Well, to be fair, uh, the last stream is way too theoretical. Yeah, the last stream is a bit too theoretical. Like I basically just yapping uh music theory. Hi, Menden. Menden. Yeah, I was basically just yapping about music theory for like 3 or 4 hours. But yeah, I don't think there's anything about music theory in this slide. Maybe I will talk about, yeah, like directly in FL Studio. But yeah, uh, yeah. Most of the time I will just talk about like the story because like personally like this project is not really the technical wise, like it's not really difficult. Like it's not really complicated. It is also not like highly produced, I guess. I barely know anything about music production like around a year ago. So I know nothing about like composing like an orchestra. So yeah, it's not really hard in like that direction. So yeah, I guess let's just talk about like difficulty. Yeah. So yeah, basically, this was the voting, and yeah, the voting is the voting is, well, was a tie between UTopiA no Kagami and Waiting for Aura. Waiting for Aura is like the piano only one, the medley one. I really love to talk about that too, uh, because that was like a very last minute project. But yeah, suddenly it's a lot well received than I thought, I guess. Yeah. So basically, I just took a randomizer, and actually, I still put Dream of Spring in the randomizer, so I make it like a weighted randomized thing. But yeah, I tried my best to avoid it, Utopia no Kagami because it's a lot harder to talk and also a lot personal. To be honest, I hope I didn't. I hope I don't cry in this stream. Uh, Actually, I was crying when I read this PowerPoint. Yeah, and the winner is, yeah, Utopia no Kagami. Utopia no Kagami. Okay, yeah, the winner is Utopia no Kagami. So yeah, welcome to I guess, my hardest project. I said that this might be a 24-hour stream, but again, I will make it as quickly as possible. Yeah. So hopefully we can finish like in 3 hours. Okay. So yeah, this is the hardest project I've ever made, even after 1 year. Well, not necessarily after 1 year. It's almost 1 year. Yeah. Well, first of all, this is just a disclaimer. Well, this project might be hard simply because I'm a noob. Obviously, like there are a lot more complicated music out there. Like even like emotionally, I'm just a noob and it making music even after 1 year. So yeah, technically this might not be as difficult as people thought, but at least it is difficult for me even until today. Yeah. So before we are talking about like the project itself, I want to talk about some misconceptions again about musical difficulty because yeah, I always found it fascinating about like what people think about like which passage is actually difficult or not. So yeah, well, the first thing that come to my mind is basically if there is something like very quick or flashy. So like when like maybe it has a lot of arpeggios or snare or something. Then yeah, it looks impressive. Like that's why like probably some of the quote unquote hardest piano pieces like uh maybe let's say people might think that I guess Flight of the Bumblebee is a very hard uh like piano piece, but actually it's not really that hard. Yeah, or maybe it's a lot easier than people thought. Yeah. So yeah. Uh well, of course, speed will add to the difficulty. Of course, that's obvious. But it's not really it's not just difficult because it's quick. Yeah, quick mention. Yeah. So in contrary, so if a song is slow, people might think like, oh, that sounds easy. I can play that. But well, of course, you probably can play that. But the question is like, is playing piano is just pressing notes, or maybe like if it is a singing, like, if you want to sing that song, so is singing is just hitting the correct notes, or maybe like just basically like, well, yeah, well, this is open to your interpretation. But yeah, personally, especially if you watch my previous stream about like the musical interpretation, uh, yeah, you should already know about my stance about like uh, what is music and how is it about like delivering the music to other people. So yeah, just because the song is slow does not really directly mean it is easy, basically. Yeah, and then this is also another misconception, of course. Slow is easier than quick. So, well, this is the craziest part. This is the craziest part. Oftentimes, it is actually the complete opposite. Yeah, oftentimes this is the complete opposite. Well, my experience is only in piano and singing. Uh, and this applies to both piano and singing. So, like in piano, if you want to play something really soft, you can press like the keys very softly, but it might not produce any sound because you press it too slowly and like basically when you press a key, there is like a hammer like inside the piano that I guess like hit the strings or something. Yeah, but if you press it too softly, then the hammer would not even move or it will not travel to the strings, so it will not hit the string, so it will not produce any sounds. Yeah. Uh, it's very hard to play something really soft in piano. Yeah, and surprisingly, if you want to play something really soft, you need a lot of stamina, like a crazy amount of stamina and control, of course. And that's why, like, surprisingly, if you want to play like something you should practice like I guess like endurance training for your hand because it's really tiring because you need to hold back like it's a lot easier if you just slam your hand to your to a piano rather than like holding it back just to produce like the correct amount of loudness, I guess. And I guess same thing with singing. Yeah, same thing with singing. uh if you just shout, it's a lot easier, but if you want to keep it something like very softly but still on like on the correct pitch and maintaining it for especially for a long duration, like it's really taxing. It's really hard. It's really hard because like when you try to sing very softly, you tends to I guess like uh, well lose your control I guess on your voice. So basically it's something like that. So uh, a lot of times it's a lot harder when it is slow or soft. And on the opposite, if it's quick, well, technically you can kind of cover up the mess and people would not really notice. Yeah, but anything that any kind of mistake that you made in a slow song, I guess, yeah, will be easily noticed because like everyone just focus on every single note and just one single error and everyone can notice it. Well, obviously, if it's something quick and clean sounding, well, it is of course a lot more difficult. But yeah, but that's kind of obvious because everyone knows that's difficult, right? Yeah, and this is some example of difficult slow song. I don't really know the names, but I know there are some of the like concertos, 1 hour plus slow concertos. So yeah, a lot of professional musician. Well, I watched it from like two set violins, of course. Uh, Basically, they said like when when they perform this piece, like the slow concertos, it's always nerve-wracking, I guess. Why? Because yeah, how do you make it interesting? Like after 1 hour, like what if the audience just basically go sleeping or something? Yeah, so it's actually really hard to make something interesting, especially like it's hard even like emotionally, right? Just to think of least it is just listening to one hour of slow song. Like this is not like background music or like a lo-fi or something. You basically just focus listening on one song for 1 hour. It's already hard. So let alone like the whole audience, like in the concert hall, I guess. Let alone the orchestra itself or the soloist, I guess. Yeah. So it's really hard, and that's for like the classical music side. And for the pop song, uh, yeah, I don't really have a lot of examples, I guess. For like the I guess the mainstream pop song, but well, everyone here knows Kagami no Panda. Yeah, Kagami no Panda is actually insanely hard to sing. Yeah, Kagami no Panda is actually insanely hard to sing. So just try to sing it. Actually, Min is here. Like Min is probably uh, the only person who listen to Kagami no Panda more than anyone on the planet, right? Yeah, I think like Min already listened right to Kagami no Panda around probably like more than 10,000 times, I guess. Yeah, just try to sing it. Probably like if there are if there are anyone who can sing Kagami no Panda, probably it's either Pan herself or Min. By Min, I mean Min in the chat, not the Min, the VTuber Min. Yeah, the Kagami no Panda is actually really hard to sing. Yeah, so before we are talking about like the UTopiA no Kagami, so let's talk about Kagami no Panda itself. Yeah. Uh, so yeah, to be honest, I don't really understand the song fully. I know what it tried to conceive, but yeah, there's always like this, I guess. Uh, oh my god, this slide is very hard to talk. Yeah, basically there's just something missing, I guess. I tried to sing this song by the way, and there's always something that feels missing. I cannot really explain that. Uh, so well, I guess for now I can only say that okay, only Pan understand this song fully, or Min, I guess. Yeah. And also, I might not be qualified to talk about Kagami no Panda because I understand nothing about this song, but I can tell you what's not working basically. So yeah, I forgot that I have this project. This is basically my first project. It's more than 1 year ago. Um, this is for I guess Pan's last year's birthday, right? Yeah, I just realized that I forgot to prepare this, so I need to find it first. I need I need to find it first in like uh in my computer. Wait, I don't know where to find it actually because this is like back then when I still use like Musescape. I forgot what's the name of the apps. Yeah, I still use this basically before moving on to FL Studio. Uh, Wait, I do not prepare this at all. Where do I found this song actually? No. Wait, maybe I can find it like this. Kagami no, oops, Kagami, Kagami no Panda. Oh, is this it? Let me see. Uh, I think this is it. I hope this is. I'm not playing the wrong song, right? Well, whatever. Let's just try to listen this. There is no video. I mean, if you want to watch the video, you can watch. You can watch it in my channel. But yeah, let's just listen to this first and why it's not working. Yeah. So yeah, that was my first project. Well, I have not listened it for months actually. Uh, well, yeah, okay. No, to be honest, it doesn't sound as bad as I remember. Yeah, it doesn't sound as bad as I remember, but yeah. Uh, but I still have the same, I guess the same opinion, and I still think that this first project, does not work. Yeah. And it's not because it's bad. It's not because it's badly produced, because it's produced on MuseScore. Like MuseScore is not for producing music. But yeah, uh, the reason why, well, I guess the next slide should explain it, right? I think this is okay. This is a screenshot for the video, the piano version. So I guess let's focus on this part because this is basically Pan herself explaining about the song. As for the song itself, it really is a special song because it's basically about how I was bullied as a child. People would call me names, including Panda, but in a nasty way. I have bags under my eyes and I'm incredibly pale, so I look like a panda. Uh, I used to hate pandas, but people will tell me pandas are wonderful. So I want to write a song about how I actually accepted being who I am and how I look. This song was made before I even became a YouTuber. Yeah, this song was made before I even became a YouTuber, before Utano Pandora did YouTube. It sort of inspired Utano Pandora a little. I think your breakdown and ideas are incredible too. So yeah, uh, basically, I mean, you can kind of understand the song through the lyrics. I have read like the translation for the lyrics, uh, but reading the lyrics is not the same as understanding the whole music, I guess. Yeah. Uh, of course, with like more context, and after a year, after like I know the Friendoras, I know more about Panda. Uh, Now I can kind of tell why this project does not really work. And yeah, basically, this is why it doesn't really work. Yeah, it's not really work as I thought. So basically, this because this is my first project, I don't know anything about composing. Well, I did a lot of like piano composition way before, like on a real piano. But the problem is, I always limit myself to what I can play. But this thing is not something that I cannot even play just because it's difficult. So I do not know my limit. I guess yeah, I do not know my limit. I do not know how to utilize like the chords and the arpeggios and stuff. Well, everything basically. And most importantly, I know nothing about the song. Yeah. Basically, I think I just found about Pan in 2 weeks. And 2 weeks after I found Pan, I upload this piano video. So basically, the first time I found Pan, actually, it's from Neo. Yeah, it's from Neo. Yeah, I was checking on Neo's Osimark, I guess. Yeah, and the first Osimark is Utano Pandora, and so I immediately checked her YouTube channel, and yeah, just from the first, I think like I watched I forgot what's the song name, like the one who's like walking with the recorder and stuff. Yeah, yeah, I watched that, and yeah, she's immediately my kamioshi. And I want to make something. Okay. After I found out that okay, now she's my kamioshi. I think I joined like the Discord server. Uh, yeah, the Pan's Discord server. Uh, and then I found out like it's almost her birthday, and I was so shocked. Like, of course, I want to prepare something. Uh, but yeah, what should I do, right? What can I even do? So actually, I just found MuseScore like a couple of days ago, a couple of days before that. So I was just playing around with MuseScore. That's the first time I download MuseScore actually. So the first thing that come to my mind is, of course, okay, let's just make a something like piano composition for fun. Uh, and yeah, and at that time there was only one original song, which is Kagami no Panda. There is no tides. Uh, so okay, I tried to listen to that, and I still remember the first time I listened to Kagami no Panda. Basically, I cannot sleep for 1 week. Yeah, uh, like the experience is so overwhelming. It's it's honestly one of the most insane experience I've ever heard in music, I guess. Yeah. Uh, of course, the next thing that basically the next thing that happened similarly to that is during like the previous concert, like when Pan sing like when Pan sang the tights set version. Yeah. But yeah, when I listen to Kakame no Panda the first time, okay, I have to make something out of this. But again, I know nothing. So actually, I try to find anything about her. Well, it's not stalking. It's everything is public. Like I read some of the interviews. I think like if you search like Utano Pandora in YouTube, there are some like interviews that she did in the past. So I watched that. Uh, and then maybe like check around her other covers, which is also like insane, which is also insanely good. Like I was so shocked about like at how good it is. Yeah. So basically, I decided, okay, I think I know her as much as I can in a week. So let's write something, right? So let's write something. So okay, of course I know nothing. So yeah, because I know nothing about like music composition, I know nothing about Pandora, I know nothing about Kagami no Panda. So the only thing that I can do is replicate it. Try to replicate the song in piano. But the problem is the song sounds happy, right? The song sounds happy. The only thing that makes that song very sad is Panda singing. Okay. But now, in my piano version, there is no Panda singing on top of my piano. Because like the main melody is played by the right hand, and then everything else is played by the left hand. So basically, the right hand has to at least uh, deliver what Pan delivered in the song. And you know how impossible that is. You know how impossible that is. Like Pan singing is like one of the best singing I have ever heard. And now I have to replicate it in the piano using a tool that I just found out a couple days ago. And I know nothing about music composition, and I know nothing about the song, and I know nothing about her. So yeah, people might say that. Well, of course, there is no singing, there is no lyrics. I cannot read the lyrics, so it sounds happy. So it's not sad. But yeah, after the last stream, I already told you about like the musical interpretation. This is not about the lyrics or the singing. This is basically just a bad interpretation for from my side, right? And this is why musical interpretation is important because basically I deliver the completely incorrect message using the song, and yeah, that's the problem. And again, in my defense, this is my first music video and my first music project, and I just won one for 2 weeks. So of course it's nowhere close for obvious reasons. But then after I upload it, after I upload the project, and then Pan replied, "Okay, this is I guess my job is finished." And then I guess around next week, 1 week after that, there's like the 3D concert, like the Pan's first 3D concert, and and in that concert, she sings Kagami no Panda set version, and yeah, I just realized like how how I got it completely wrong, basically. I got it completely wrong for the project, like so. But yeah, there is nothing I can undo. So after listening to the set version, basically I was committed on to understand her more, and then I want to learn more about music, and I want to keep making music for her. So this is the three things that even I still do until today. And yeah, that's basically my I guess, my understanding for Kagami no Panda itself. And now, this is the basically the backstory for the project UTopiA no Kagami. Uh, so my first initial project, this is 2 months before the anniversary. 2 months before Khan's anniversary. So actually around today, like 1 year, 1 year before today, right? So my initial plan is to make my own Kagami no Panda set version, basically with the piano, and then I want to record myself singing and then make a singing cover as a as a present. Well, I tried my best actually. I tried my best. I even went back to the gym actually. Yeah, I went back to the gym just for this project. So I know that this song will requires a lot of lung capacity because like the Nakami no Panda itself is already very taxing. And now the set version is very slow, so you need a lot of lung capacity. And there is one thing that I want to deliver on the phrasing, and basically like in the chorus, like in the first chorus, like na 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 da na 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 ni na di na 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 da na na da na ni na na na. Uh, that should be two phrase, but I want to deliver it in one phrase. So it's really hard to sing. It's really hard just to sing it. Like I will run out of breath basically just to sing that whole line in one phrase. So yeah, not to mention I have not I guess the last time I sang was probably like 5, 10 years ago, maybe. Yeah, well, 7 years ago, maybe around that time. Yeah. So I need to work out my muscles to be able to produce the sound that I want. So of course, that's like the technical part. I need to go to the gym basically, and then yeah, I need to learn, understand, and memorize the lyrics. By the way, yeah, this is a bit of tips if you're a singer. If you want your singing to be as best as you can as it can be, then stop reading the lyrics. This is actually the tip from my choir coach. Yeah, if you still focus on the lyrics or like the books or the lyrics or the song itself, then you don't really understand the song, and you spend time focusing on the on reading instead of like performing, like, and that's why if you look at like the I guess like the soloist, maybe like the piano solo or like the violin solo, they always play it like without reading any partiture, right? They just play it because they already had it in their brain. So yeah, try to sing it without reading the lyrics. It makes a huge amount of difference, actually. Yeah. So yeah, for singers out there, that's my tips. If you want to sing better, yeah, try to sing it without reading the lyrics. And of course, I try to practice singing every day. Uh, yeah, and the duration is 2 months. Surely it's enough, right? Surely 2 months is actually a very long time. So surely it is enough, right? Yeah. So time skip to 1 month later, and yeah, I'm so screwed. So yeah, 1 month after practice singing Kakami no Panda, I just realized how difficult it is. I predicted that I need at least 1 to 2 years to prepare it. Yeah, and by 1 or 2 years, I mean like constant practice and yeah, do my best basically for 1 to 2 years just to be able to sing it. Well, this makes sense by the way, yeah, because Pan has been like singing for I don't know almost like her entire life, so there's no way I can I can like at least try to sing it like in even if I can accomplish it in like 1 to 2 years, that's already amazing. Right? So yeah, let alone 2 months. So yeah, 2 months is basically impossible. I have to scrap the whole idea, but I have no idea. So it's 1 month before. Yeah, it's 1 month before Pan's anniversary, and basically I have zero idea on what I want to make, and actually it make me depressed. But then, but then, there's something magical that happened in that one. So basically, in this timeline, it will be next month, right? Yeah. I think I mentioned it in the description of the video. Something magical happened around 1 month before the project, and that's basically the only reason why I can make this piece. And oh, okay, I mentioned this. Okay, I think yeah, I already mentioned it something before. So yeah, basically there is some kind of miracle happen around 1 month before the anniversary. So yeah, a month before Pan's anniversary is someone's birthday. Okay, so this someone is actually very important to my life. It's someone's birthday. Yeah. Uh, yeah, and for her birthday, basically I said something like, "Thank you for saving my life." And yeah, basically the reply that I got is, "I don't think I saved you. I think you saved me." And this line hits me so hard. And usually I call this moment a black flash. If you read Jujutsu Kaisen, this is basically black flashes in real life. Yeah. So yeah. So I want to talk about like this black flash moment first. So black flash is basically in JJK. It's when suddenly a character gets strong out of nowhere because like they understand the nature of the universe or something, and it can only be triggered by chance. And it's supposed to be extremely rare. But basically, like the power of the main character is to trigger the black flashes on his will, I guess. Yeah, and if you think about it, it really sounds like just a plot device because oh, okay, the main character is losing, and then suddenly black flash happen, and then he's suddenly winning. Right? It sounds like a plot device. But then I realized it actually exists in real life, and it already happened 3 times throughout my life. And basically, the this last Black Flash moment is during like this someone's birthday. Okay. This is like this is something very important. Without this, I will not be able to make UTopiA no Kagami. Yeah, and yeah, this is basically I guess like a reality splitting moment. Uh, I know that I still I have no idea on what to make. But then I just when I heard that line, I just basically think of myself that maybe I could. That's it. That's just the line. That's just the line. Yeah. Oh, I think I think this is important too. Yeah, I skipped this slide before. Okay, I think there's something that I want to mention it. So yeah, I'm not emotionally capable to sing Kagami no Panda, and the reason is okay. This is the two reason that I forgot to mention. Yeah, the first reason is I'm actually a really selfish person in real life, and I really hate myself for it. Yeah, and then second is yeah, I cannot support someone that I'm relying my life on. Yeah, I already told you many times how basically my kamioshi saved my life. Literally saved my life. Uh, yeah, but I cannot support someone that I'm relying my life on. And that's why when I said like, when I heard this sentence, like, I don't think I save you, I think you save me. Uh, I was in this belief, I guess, like, there is no way, right? There is no way. But well, then maybe it is, right? So yeah, there is just this sudden moment, like I cannot really explain it. It is just think of your past. Maybe you guys experienced it before, like this kind of black flash moment. So yeah, I cannot really explain how it felt, how it felt. So basically, it's just maybe I could. So and then my brain just opens basically. And then I just basically keep hammering on this sentence, I don't think I saved you, I think you saved me, for the whole month and pour everything into the music. And basically the lines just start to appear magically, and 1 month later it's done. Yeah, I know it's crazy, but that's basically the story. And yeah, this is the song that all of you are here, uh, want to listen on. how I made it basically. And yeah, this is now about Utopia No Kagami. So what's the song about, right? So after like this whole story about like the failed two failed attempts, I guess, on the song. So what's my final attempt, right? So what's the song about? So basically, there's just two idea in the song. The This is a sequel to Kagami no Panda, and also the song is supposed to be about peace. Yeah. So this is still difficult, even though I know what I want to make. Even though I got like those black flash moment, it's still hard to make it because first I want to make something peaceful, but my life itself was not really peaceful. I don't really know what peace was, at least at that time. So I still barely understand about Kagami no Panda, and I am weak. And the reason why I mentioned this about I am weak because, as I mentioned before, like making a sad song is different than delivering a sad song. Like if you just sing sad song for yourself, you can just cry about it. You can just cry while singing. But if you want to sing something that make other people cry, you cannot cry. Yeah. And similarly, this song supposed to bring peace, right? This song supposed to bring peace. So I'm not the one who is peaceful, but the listeners are supposed to be the one who experience the peace, right? But in order to bring peace, you have to be strong. Basically, that's the analogy, right? You have to be insanely strong to be able to bring peace. But the problem is, I'm weak. My life is not peaceful, and again, I barely understand Kagami no Panda. However, well, let's just do it. Yeah, the only thing that I say to myself is just let's just do it. While I still have this black flash moment, let's just write anything that I can make. And basically that's it. I make it for the whole month. And even though I said earlier that this song is not really hard, it's still actually hard. Like technical wise, it's still really difficult. So how do we explain like a piece sound like? Like how do you deliver like if you want to make a song that delivers peace, like how would that song sound like? Like this is hard. Like this is hard to answer. Like if you want to make like a song that just okay, this is happy, this is sad, this is like that's easy. Like what what does peace sound like? Right? It cannot be too happy because like if it's too happy it's just like distracting to peace, right? It can be too sad because it's peace, like it's not like remorseful or something. It cannot be boring. If it's boring then people would sleep over the song. It cannot be energetic too because like if it's energetic like it's not really peaceful. I guess like you associate peaceful with like calm, right? But if it's calm it cannot be too EP, right? Like lo-fi or something. Lo-fi is not really peaceful. Yeah. So what does peace sound like? But yeah, actually, there are some peace sounding songs that is actually one of my favorite music. So I picked these four songs. Maybe let's at least listen to this one. But I will show you. I will play the song, each of this song, like each of these four songs, because like each of these four songs has as uh has a have a huge impact on like on Utopia no Kagami basically. Okay, so let's start with like the Whispering are Whispering is by the way Whispering is one of my favorite games. You should play Whispering. If you watch this, you should play Whispering. Yeah. There is this one soundtrack for the Lilac Forest, I guess. The song is called A Forest Full of Grass Fragrance. Okay, let me find the song actually. I think I already bought it on Steam, right? Okay, let's listen to it together. I don't think this should be copyrighted because you can stream the game, right? That's the first song. So as you guys can see, it sounds really peaceful, right? But it's different kind of peace because like the peaceful is like in the nature because like in the game, this soundtrack is played in the forest as the title suggests. So it's like in the small forest, like by yourself, like uh, you can hear like the water splashing in the river. So it's that kind of peace. So this is very beautiful, by the way, very beautiful. Like every single soundtrack in Witchbreak is like insanely beautiful. But and especially this one is one of my favorite. But this one is not the piece that I'm looking for. Yeah. And then the second song is I'm not sure if this is copyrighted or not. Probably it is. So let me just play it like for 3 seconds. I hope this is not copyright strike. Please, Mitsukio. Hello, Mitsukio. I'm your big fan. Uh, yeah, let me find it. I already bought it on Bandcamp actually. So, okay, this is the song. This is for Mitsukio, one of my role model in the music industry, I guess. Yeah, let's just listen to the song. Okay, that's it. I don't know if this will be copyright strike, but just from listening to it, you can immediately hear like this is heaven. Right? This sounds like heaven. Like the more you got into like the song, it sounds even more heavenly. This sounds like incredible. But the problem is this sounds too happy. It's like wow, I'm in heaven. Right? It's like the different kind of peace. It's too happy. But actually, there is one big inspiration that I got from this song, and that is the key that the song is in. So this song, like the Wonderland by Mitsukio, is in A flat major, and uh, my initial thought is to make the song in D flat major, which is my most favorite key. It sounds really I guess like it sounds like someone is hugging you over like saying uh don't worry everything will be okay. Yeah. And actually Tides is in D flat major. So yeah, my first thought is to play it in D flat major. But after I listen to this song, I immediately change it to A flat. Later I will explain why A flat works better than D flat. Okay. And that's the second song. And the third song well, technically, this is from an anime, from my most favorite anime, Little Busters. Uh, I'm not sure if this is copyrighted. Technically, this is also a game song because Little Buster exists in a game. But yeah, you can listen it by yourself. I don't want to play this because like the if you play like anything related about anime, it's like really easy to get copyrighted. So yeah, this is the opening for the Little Buster refrain, and the song is called "Boys Be Smile." And actually, this song itself uh is uh, is a, like is of like I guess it's a cover, not a cover, like it's a version from the previous song, which is called "Boys Don't Cry." Yeah, Boys Don't Cry is just an instrumental only version, and then they make it into a real song, and they called it "Boys Be Smile." And this is one of the most beautiful anime song I've ever heard. Like, and especially like if you know Little Busters, it's really good. Uh, yeah, and the transition from "Boys Don't Cry" to "Boys Be Smile." Yeah, this really like again delivers like those kind of peace where I'm with my friends, I'm happy, yeah, that kind of feeling. And again, this is peaceful, but this is not what I want. And finally, the peace sounding the peace sounding song that is actually very close to what I want is from Superliminal, the game Superliminal. I really love this game, by the way. I have not played it, but I already watched like so many people play this game, and it's still mind blowing. this game is still mind blowing, and the soundtrack is even crazier. Like the soundtrack is insane. Yeah, again, this should be safe to play because it's like a game song, right? So, spoiler alert: this indefinite song is from the, I guess, the climax, like the climax, like the part right before the end of the game. So if you already play or watch someone play Superliminal, this is the part where basically you just went back to from chapters to chapters. You went back from chapters to chapters to the first chapter, right? It's like a flashback through everything that you already did. And initially, like everything is white. Basically, everything is pure white. Like the end game is like everything is pure white. This is what I want. It's almost like it's non-existing. Like this is what I want. Okay, so let's just listen. Let's just listen to it. Wow. Okay. Honestly, like it's so peaceful. I forgot to breathe. Actually. Yeah. I forgot to breathe. Okay. Yeah. Well, now tell me that music theory is not important, and now try to write a piece a piece like that, right? It's crazy. That's like that's really all the reason why music theory is very important. Like, if you just want to make any kind of song, then it's fine. But like, uh, like if you want to make a song, like just imagine like a composer, and then someone, like I guess, emailed you or commissioned you or something. Hey, I want to make a game that basically break all kinds of perspective. Uh, how do you design the soundtrack? Like how do you even start? Like, and yeah, that's why music theory is important, right? If you just want to make any kind of song, then you of course you don't need to learn about music theory. But like the moment it comes like to like those kind of weirdly specific requests, of course, like UTopiA no Kagami, then everything will matter a lot. Yeah, and that's basically like the example of the peace sounding song that I love actually. Like I listen to this song like almost every day. Mm. Yeah. Uh, but here now, this is another problem. Well, in superliminal, you have the game, right? You have the game, and you're still playing the game. That song is just a background music, and even that, the duration of that song is only 3 minutes, and even just listening to it 3 minutes probably already bore a lot of people. Like imagine like you just listen to it, like you just sit, listen to it, and listen to basically almost nothing completely happen on that song. Like, but that's the point of the song, right? But again, uh, inside the game, it works. But now I want to make something like this. Kagami no Panda is already like 4 or 5 minutes, and then the arrange the composition that I made like is 8 minutes. Like at the end, it's 8 minutes. So basically, there is no way I can make this 8 minutes completely like that. It will sound boring. Yeah, yeah. So I decided pretty early on to make this part like this superliminal kind of vibe, the climax. And this is the final song structure, I guess. Every single thing, every single thing here, except the intro, explains different type of piece. So in the intro, it's actually just straight up Kagami no Panda set version because I want to make this like a transition between Kagami no Panda set version and UTopiA no Kagami. And yeah, and so the first part I want to make it like it's I want to make it as comfortable as possible because uh yeah, imagine let's just imagine you're still sad and now there's someone who tried to comfort you. And again, this works well with the art that I commissioned to Baget-chan, by the way. Yeah. And I will later explain how did I achieve this basically. It's actually pretty interesting. And then there is a bit of conflict because like a peace song in like 8 minutes, I don't think it will sell that well. But if there's a bit of conflict, then it will sound a lot more interesting. And also when the climax happen, it will be a lot more, I guess, a lot more satisfying. Yeah. So I want to make a part where basically you refuse the peace for some reasons. And then when you accept the piece, actually, it's the climax, basically the superliminal one, the non-existing. So it's ironic when you accept the piece, but then there is nothing happened here. So yeah, it's like when you try your best to gain something or yeah, and then when you get it, and it's basically nothing. But yeah, that's actually the climax, which is funny because like it might sound sad, but well, that's peace, right? I mean, in life, you will need some kind of conflict to make your life like a lot more colorful. And yeah, complete peace is basically death. But this is the climax. Basically, the climax is death. The climax is death itself. But then, I guess like there's some part where uh, I think like this is just last minute this is just last minute decision. After I read something, after I've read this climax part, Then suddenly I had like one silly ideas. I think I screenshot it and upload it to Twitter. And yeah, I said this idea is either really dumb or really genius. And turns out it's really genius because I can turn everything back, basically, from death to back to alive, and the ending becomes happy. This is completely accidental, by the way. This is completely accidental. This is just like me being a crash, like XDD, haha, funny, and then, oh, okay, turns out it works. Yeah. Later, I will show you which part is that. And then the final part that sounds really happy. Yeah. Oh, hello, next up. Hello. Uh, yeah. Yeah. And then the final part is very happy. And then finally, the outro. The outro, I want to make it very EP. Like, by EP, I mean like yeah, well, it's ending like okay, everything is done. It's time to sleep, basically. Yeah. And that's basically it. And this is a screenshot. This is a screenshot from my description. Yeah. The challenging part of this piece, technical wise, is to describe inner peace without making the music boring or sleepy. It cannot be too happy, it cannot be too sad, it's just there, complete silence, and it's meditative. Another challenging part of this piece, emotional wise, is to make other people feel inner peace when listening to this song, basically, as I mentioned before. Yeah, after months of figuring out my emotion, turns out that unconditional love is very important in writing this piece. Yeah, I know this sounds like cheesy, I guess, but uh, this is super hard to explain. I do not know how to explain it well. Like it's like trying to explain your feeling through words. Like it's hard to explain this, but this is true, mate. This is very true. This is 100% true. Yeah, the problem is that I'm a very selfish person and I really hate myself for it. I've hurt a lot of people, and hurting my kamioshi is the last thing I want in this world. You may argue that it's normal to be a bit selfish because true altruism does not exist, which is true. Yeah, that's bullshit, by the way. But, however, the problem is that's not enough to write this UTopiA no Kagami. Yeah, it's not enough. Well, I know it's not realistic, but that's the point. That's the point. This song's supposed to be not realistic because it's heaven, right? And I know absolutely nothing about it. So yeah, it's not enough. I have to go above normal basically just to write this. And as I mentioned before, luckily there was a very special day, basically someone's birthday, someone's very important birthday last month. Well, it's around next month if it's during this timeline, which completely leveled out my emotions and made me as selfless as I can possibly be. And it happened to be enough for me to write this piece. Yeah, and that's basically the whole story. And then 1 month of working, keep composing, keep hammering that it's I don't think you save me. I think uh I don't think I don't think I save you. I think you save me or something like that. Right? So basically, I keep hammering that sentence in my brain, and then I ask Baget-chan for the commission. So actually, there is one funny story about this. So initially, to help the idea of peace. I asked Baget-chan to draw a comic, basically like a I guess like a 4 comma thing, and then for some parts I will display the different parts of the comic. Like it's just 4 panels, but yeah, uh, I the first thing that came up to my mind when I asked for this commission is okay. This kind of piece may be hard to describe, but with the help of art, with the help of the drawing, it will make it easier. But after a lot of discussion with Baket-chan, basically, well, Baket-chan is not really never draw a comic basically, and it seems like I don't really know what I want to do. So yeah, and the time is very close again to the deadline. So let's just scrap the whole idea and just pick one pose, and then let's just draw that. And that's basically like the art that you saw earlier. Yeah. So I chose this one. Yeah, I chose this art, by the way. And yeah, uh, this is probably like this art is the song represented in the drawing. Like Bagachan, by the way, absolutely delivers the art. Like it's insane how good this art is. Like after this project is finished, I immediately print print it in a canvas and then display it in my room, basically literally in front of me right now. Yeah. Yeah. That's basically the art. And yeah, basically it may be a lot harder because now there is no there is no comic that tell the story. The story has be the story is fully told by the music itself. So yeah, hopefully everything works well. Let's just do this, blah 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 blah, and then release it. And basically, I was just too focused on making the song. I barely remember what I did in the past month. And then I still remember this feeling, by the way. Yeah, I released this, and then everyone listened to it, and then okay, I'm glad that it is well received. But then, this still blew my mind, by the way. Yeah. Uh, so Pan played the song as her stream outro. So yeah, it's the anniversary stream, and then as the outro, she played the song in the stream. And then I immediately realized, just from the first note in the piano, like this is not normal Kagami no Panda. This is UTopiA no Kagami. Because I already listened to it like thousands of times. I know it's oh no, it's my song. Uh, at the first time, I was so happy because like oh my god, my song is played in the stream. I'm just so happy. But then, like this song is 8 minutes long, right? There, oh my god, that 8 minutes is like a roller coaster, man. Uh, just the first couple seconds is basically full of happiness because like oh my god, I'm so surprised this song is played as the outro. Like, but then as the song goes in, like I just realized what the hell did I just created in the past 1 month? Like that was so insane. Like it was so overwhelming. Like there is no way like I just create that in 1 month. Like just give me even like 1 year. I don't think I can make that in 1 year. But yeah, that when I listen to that through Palm Street, it's so overwhelming. I actually cried so much. Like it's probably like one of the hardest cry I had after so many years. I cannot even believe how the song sounds. Like it's just insane. Like I cannot explain. This is like one of those moments that when I really cannot explain it through words. It's just shocking. Like if I'm shocked by my own music, like it's crazy. It's that crazy. I'm shocked by my own music because like when when I was making this, I'm just focusing on making this sound good. By the way, like it's just one tone, and I tried my best to make it sound good, and I know it sound good, but I know nothing about it basically. Yeah. Uh, so yeah, and this is the conclusion. So I might not know how Kagami no Panda feels. I might not even know Utopia no Kagami feels. But I'm pretty sure, like, even though I know absolutely nothing about it, because like the feelings is way above my feelings, I'm pretty sure it's literally the musical representation of that one sentence. I don't think I save you, I think you save me. That's the only thing that I'm sure. Like honestly, that's the only thing I'm sure. Because everything else is way too difficult for me to understand. But this is that one line that I remember that I probably will never forget until I die. And yeah, that's basically the backstory about Utopia no Kagami. And now it's time to open FL Studio. Yeah. And now it's time to explain the music theory and explain on how I actually deliver those things. Oh, and also by the way, uh, it's not like I'm making music just for selling the story. I know like there are a lot of people who just make the story, uh, well, try to sell the story. Uh, yeah, I can understand that. At the same time, I know that probably all of my music has a story on it, but I make the music first. You listen to the music first, and then now I can tell you the story, right? So only I'm the only one who know the story, basically. Yeah. Uh, well, if you know music theory, and if you know music really well, you could probably understand like the story, basically. Hopefully, hopefully, maybe. Uh, well, yeah, yeah, that's it. So I guess let's time. It's time to break down the project itself, right? Yeah. So let's start from the intro. So this is the intro. Yeah, this is the intro. This is full piano. Let's play it actually. Yeah, that's just the normal Kagami no Panda set version, right? So I still remember that at the first time, I think I don't even write like the title. I don't even add the thumbnail. Yeah, so I want to make it as a surprise for Pan, obviously. I want to make it a surprise. So when Pan listen to this, so probably, hopefully, she would expect some kind of s- Kagami no Panda set piano version. But then something completely different changed. Yeah, there is something completely different, and then the art appears. Like in the video, the art appears, and yeah, uh, hopefully that's a good shock, I guess. So how do I transition from this set version to whatever piece I was talking about earlier? So yeah, the easiest way, yeah, the easiest way to basically drastically change something in the song is basically to change the key. Yeah, so basically to change the key. So initially, Kagami no Panda is in F major, and UTopiA no Kagami is in A flat major. So it's the minor third, I guess. I don't really remember like the terms in music theory, but yeah, it's from F major to A flat major. Yeah, so you can see that the these two like just going from this part to this part is completely different feeling. Yeah, and even funnier. So this is the song, right? Oops. And then yeah, it continues to here. Yeah. So this one should be at like the root position. This is just F. Yeah, this is just F. So in F major, this is just the like the one note. But here in nah, okay. This is how I made this as like a comforting sound. So I as I mentioned before, D flat major. This is D flat major, by the way. This is D flat. Yeah. D flat major sounds like there is someone hugs you, like it's like someone hugs you, telling everything will be okay, and that's basically the art. Like that's basically the art. So I commissioned the art, basically like the Utano Pandora hugging like the small panda, and it's basically just to describe this feeling. By the way, I know the song is 8 minutes long, but that art is only to describe these 4 bars. Believe me or not. Why? Because when the first during this time there is no musical context. So you think that the song is in D flat major. So Like it feels like it is a transition from F major to D flat major, and it works well because like in D flat major, I guess like F is like the na 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 da, na na da, da, da. I guess like the third in D flat. Yeah. So yeah, it works well. So if you play it, yeah. But then this is the new context, right? This is the new context. Wait, turns out the song is not in D flat. Yeah. The song is not in D flat. So what's the key of the song? Turns out this whole chord is not the home. Yeah. But there is no musical context, so you don't know which one is the well. Of course, I know the home, but when you listen it from the first time, you do not know where is the home, right? So when it changed to D flat, you think that this is the home, and that's basically when the art appears. So it feels like okay, it's comforting. Like it feels like it's comforting. But here the magical thing is, then turns out this is not the home. Turns out this is just the fourth chord. Yeah. So this is turns out that's the fourth chord to the original key, to the main key, and the main key is A flat. So in A flat, so basically this is A flat. Yeah, this is A flat. This is A flat. This is A flat major. Well, technically the bass is in the three position or something. Yeah, but this is A flat. So in A flat, the fourth key is D flat. So I forgot this. What is this called? Like cadence or something? Well, basically, these chord progressions, it feels like it want to go home. Yeah. So from the fourth key to the one key, basically, it feels like it want to go home. But here, this whole thing, it already sounds like it's a home, right? Like imagine like if you are sad and then someone hugs you and comforts you, like everything will be okay. It feels like you are inside a home and you feel safe. But turns out this is not the home. This is not the real home. The real home is here. So you need to go deeper. Like what's the home inside the home? Like the home inside the home is yourself, basically. So, and that's why this A flat major sounds really like those inner peace. It really sounds like it's yourself. It's just your thoughts, and that's basically why it works for like the Mitsukio Wonderland. And Mitsukio Wonderland is also in A flat. Yeah, in Superliminal, I think it's E flat because it's a lot happier because it's like it want to tells you something right about like the perspective stuff. So yeah, the context is different, but yeah, the in this moment, like the context is actually closer to like Mitsuki Wonderland. Yeah, and that's why it turns out the real key is actually in A flat. Yeah, and it's funny because like the I commissioned the art. By the way, it's not cheap. Yeah, of course it's not cheap. Like the art is incredible, and it's 100% worth it. But yeah, it's not cheap, and it's just for these 4 bars. I never told Baget-chan about this, by the way. I never told anyone about anyone. I never told about anyone. By the way, yeah. People thought that the art is for the whole song. No, the art is just for these 4 bars, and then I just put it there because I have nothing to put. Yeah, so let's just listen to it. Yeah, and that's why I earlier my first idea is like those the 4 panel comics, right? Yeah, then this is basically the I guess like the first or the second panel of the comic, but instead this is the only art here. Yeah. So again, this feels like home, but turns out we are going to a home inside a home. Yeah. I want to mention here about the phrasing actually, like this part, like I know this part basically just copy paste from Mitsuki Wonderland. This part exists in the like the Mitsuki Wonderland. I don't know why, but this like this line sounds heavenly, like na 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 na. It's like it's that kind of sound that you hear often in churches, like So yeah, it's just a cheat on like making a heavenly sound. Just put everything church like church sounding like song, and then it already sounds heavenly. Like, yeah. So uh, but yeah, the phrasing here, if you notice, this basically like the I guess the delay between here and here is not similar like throughout this whole thing, right? So yeah, that's basically what I talked about in the last stream about phrasing, right? Yeah, I really love this. I really love this note, by the way. It just sounds strong just because I do not put like I do not arpegiate this octave, so it sounds strong. I think this also copies from Mitsukio. I think I'm pretty sure this line also exists in Mitsukio's Wonderland. This is like a very classic, normal sound to hear. Okay, this part, this part, by the way. Well, of course, this is the main melody, right? But there's a cello part, right? Okay, so this cello, where is the cello? Wait, I forgot where's the cello. Uh, oh, I forgot. I put it in like this cello main. Okay, this cello main. Okay, yeah, yeah. This is like the I guess like the solo cello stuff, and yeah, this solo cello stuff is inspired from the Witchspring one. Okay, so if you listen back to the Witchspring one, uh, wait, let me open Steam again. Let me open Steam. So yeah, if you listen to this again, yeah, when I listened to that, I was like, oh my god, that cello solo is like insanely good. I want to put it here. Yeah. So this cello part is hugely inspired by that. Well, okay. If you know about Kagami no Panda really well, you should realize that there is one I guess one verse. I don't know what is it called. Like there's like a huge part missing from Kagami no Panda here, right? Yeah. Let me play it again. Na 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 na. And this is the chorus, right? This is the chorus. But again, Min Min, Min Min, yeah, Min Min. You already listened to Kagami no Panda like 10,000 times. Do you know what part is missing from here? Oh no, this becomes a quiz for Min Min. Yeah, there is there is a part missing here, right? There is a part missing here. So if you listen to Kagami no Panda, this part. this part should be like uh it's like yeah, I don't okay, Min okay, congrats Min Min. Okay, let's everyone let's clap to Min Min. Okay, let's clap to Min Min. Okay. Yeah. This part should the missing part should be like the I don't need sympathy, I lost in my mind. And basically this part does not translate really well to the song because like lost in my mind and stuff like it's not really in the mood of the song, I guess. Like this this line this line this line of I don't need sympathy, I lost in my mind is really hard to sing, by the way. It's really hard to sing. And yeah, it's one of it's one of those lines where I really cannot get it right, and even in here, it's basically disappeared, right? But well, there's another reason, as I mentioned before, because uh, it does not really suits the mood of the song, I guess. Yeah, because like I don't need sympathy, I lost in my mind, but it's actually about like the big, like the Utano Pandora hugging small panda, right? So it does not really suit in this place. So I decided that I need to basically discard this line and immediately go to the chorus. Yeah, so yeah, it is okay. Min Min said it's actually my favorite part. Yes, of course. Like it's also my favorite. Well, no, my favorite part is actually not that part. I forgot. My favorite part is like wait, I need to look at the lyrics first. Kagami no, it's just one line from the chorus, the second chorus. Kagami no Panda lyrics. Okay, okay. I forgot like the I cannot read Japanese, but it's like "Iie na hiruru no shitari" or something. Yeah, it's just it's that line. It's my favorite line. Yeah, that's my number one favorite line. It's just there's something different. Okay, yeah. That's just high possible, high possible. Yeah. Uh, that line like "Iie na hiruru shitari" or something. I cannot speak Japanese, but it's just one of those line where it's just it completely separates bands from so many singers. Like the phrasing on that line is so insane. I cannot explain it. The first time I heard that line like last year, it's just it's one of those moments where oh my god, this is so good. Like how can a singing be this good, right? And again, especially with the context that this is like a story about her life, even back before she became a VTuber, like the context and everything, and also her singing skill to deliver that is mind blowing. And those are just the lines that I cannot deliver. I tried my best to sing Kagami no Panda, and I just cannot deliver that line. And also the I don't need sympathy, I lost in my mind also. I cannot deliver that all. And actually you can notice it in the piano version, like the first project that I made for Pan. The line for the I don't need sympathy, I lost in my mind. It also sounds very off. Yeah, I guess it sounds very off. It sounds like very empty because I don't know how to write a piano that sounds like that basically. Yeah, it's just one of those lines where it's incredibly hard to sing, incredibly hard to write anything on like the piano, but Pan absolutely delivers it. Like, yeah, again, that's one of the reasons why Kagami no Panda is insanely hard. And even in this hard piece, I still I still have to discard that line because I have no clue on how to write it. Probably there's a way to like integrate it to here, but again, back in last year, I know absolutely nothing. I have no idea. So okay, instead of just thinking about how to fit this line, uh in this song. So let's just move on to the chorus while I still have like again the black flash moment. What? Wait, I do not remember this. Why do I separate this into three phrases? What? Huh? I do not remember this. Look at this. Like it is separated to three phrases, like this phrase, and then this phrase, and then this phrase. What? Really? Why is there a gap here? I don't remember. Huh, I don't remember the reason, to be honest. I just noticed it now. I just noticed it now. I already listened to this song like earlier today, like for hours, and I just noticed this gap. By the way, there must be a reason, but again, I don't remember. Oh, and by the way, the counter melody too. Na, ni, na. And the cello again. Oh, the strings. I love the strings in this part. Okay, to be honest, this thing on the right hand is just okay. This is just again. This is just those thing that sounds heavenly. Those thing that sounds like church also. I guess even in Mitsukio, like in Mitsukio Wonderland, this thing is basically just is spammed all over the place. And if you just zoom out, you can immediately notice like, okay, this whole thing and then this thing and then again this, and then this part too. Yeah, you can immediately notice where those repeated things played. Look at this! Oh my God! Like this is the sign of I'm running out of ideas. By the way, it's 8 minutes in and I have no clue on how to write. Oh my God! Counter melody. And again, oh yeah, I forgot to mention this. Well, I should mention this by the way. But if you listen to anything that any song that I made, every single piano part is actually playable by hand. So I know like there are a lot of composers who made like if they made it like a digital music, they made the piano whatever they want to make it. And well, this is just my personal bias as a pianist. When I heard music and it has a piano, it has a piano part in it, and it sounds like it is not playable by hand. So it feels like okay, there's just like there are like okay, there is this bass here and then this chord and then the upper hand is like the full chord. It sounds like it requires like 15 fingers. There's no way you can play that in a piano. Well, unless you have two pianos, but it sounds like it's only from one piano. So yeah, I don't like that. So there is just this one arbitrary rule that I always put in every single piano part that I made, that's basically it should be playable by hand. And if you look at this, this is just na 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 na. Na. This is just a repeated part. Like this is just repeated part. Okay, but if you notice, there is something missing here, right? there should be something here. And the reason why there is nothing here is because this part is supposed to be played by the right hand. And during this part, the right hand is playing this part. This is the left hand. This is the right hand. So nothing plays this part. So if I put something here, it does not make sense. Okay. Yeah. So in a real piano, the way you play this is by using the pedal. If you press the sustain pedal, and then yeah, this is played by the right hand, and then this is the left hand, and then after you play this line, your right hand immediately plays this, and then this melody is now played by the left hand. So if you imagine like this, the melody part is actually played by both right and left hand like alternatingly. Yeah. And if you zoom out, you can clearly see there are actually three different lines here. This is the upper lines, and then this is the melody, and then this is the bass. So, and that's why this is called, in piano, this is called three hands technique. Yeah, in piano, you call this three hand technique. It looks like there are three hands playing this, but you have to use two hands to play like three hands, basically. And that's why you need to alternate stuff. And now, okay, this one is the left hand, and then this is the right hand, and then the right hand immediately go back here, and then now this is the left hand. This is the left hand, and then yeah. But now this is closer now. Yeah, this is closer now. It you can play this on a piano. So this interval is called the tenth. Okay, that's because like the distance from this and this is basically like 10 notes. But yeah, you can play a tenth, but it's very painful, by the way. Yeah, it's very painful. It's just one of those things when you think that it's easy. Like if you listen to like many amazing pianists, like it sounds easy, but when you tried it on a real piano, and basically your hand cannot even reach the notes. Like you have to stretch your hand so much. It's painful, by the way. It's painful just to stretch your hands just to be able to reach the notes. It's very painful. But again, this is doable. This interval is doable, and that's why these notes is can be played with the left hand, and that's why this notes is still there. So this still does not violate like again like my arbitrary rules on making it like the two piano. Using without using two piano and stuff. And another way to play the tense, if you cannot play like tense, the tense interval like immediately, you can spread it, you can arpeggiate it, like, and that's why this is like arpeggiated, like. So you can kind of swing your hand, I guess, like swing your hand, so you can reach this note easily, and it's not really hard. Yeah, if it's not really hard if it is arpeggiated like this. Yeah. So yeah, if you wonder how detailed I made all of my songs, like yeah, it's that detailed, by the way. Yeah, and to be honest, I don't really expect anyone to notice this kind of stuff, but yeah, it's just things that makes me happy anyway. So yeah, I still do it even though I probably no one will notice. Okay, this is the second part. Now this is the second part. So as I mentioned before, the second part is is starting to, I guess it's supposed to start to go wrong. Yeah, the pace should start to go wrong. So it want to introduce like a kind of conflict, like. So the way it introduces the conflict starting here. So this part is supposed to be a dialogue. So if you listen to the song closely, the melody is actually like delayed by two bars, I guess. So let me try to sing the Kagami no Panda normally. Okay. Na di na 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 di na 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 da na 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 da na 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 ni na ni da di na. So yeah. So as you guys can see, so I guess the singer should start here, like the singer should start here, but the piano starts here. So it's supposed to sound like a dialogue. Well, of course, there's no one singing here. Uh, well, and that's why the dialogue is actually just between Pan. again, this song is supposed to be listened by Pan, right? I know I published it, but this is I made this especially for Pan. So again, this is a dialogue between Pan and herself basically, and again, this is the piano, and here is basically Pan singing Kagami no Panda. Yeah, I think I had this idea like a lot earlier too. Uh, I want to make it sounds like this. And then again, this whole thing that is basically spam over all over the songs. But even if I don't explain like the chord progression and the chords, it sounds a lot minor. Like it sounds sad. It sounds minor. So it's not as happy as before. Oh, I love the counter melody by the way. I don't know how do I write it basically, but yeah, the counter melody is awesome. Wow. Oh my god. Why this sounds so good. What the I still can't believe I made this, by the way. The hell? Oh my god. This is. I know I suppose I. Oh my god. I know I'm supposed to explain, but I'm just. And this is why I tried. Oh, oh no. This is just this is literally why this piece is way too hard for me to explain. Oh my god. I know this is supposed to be over analyzing, but I don't know how to explain. Like this just sound why I don't even remember why. Oh my god! Like just this chord, like this chord sounds really strong. Like oh my god, you can notice this. Like this chord stands out so much. The phrasing is insane. I'm not supposed to write anything close to this. Like the phrasing is insane. Like the more I understand about music, like how do I even write this? Like 1 year ago. You know what? I can spend 1 hour here, so let's just move on. Oh, also, uh, yeah. So there is one big issue with a lot of composers, of course, including myself, and that's to overcrowd the music. So basically, when you try to add so much and then it become messy, right? Uh, yeah. I, of course, I have to fight that constantly because, uh, like, instinctively, if I want to make something more interesting or more complicated, then I should add more stuff. But the problem is if I add too much stuff, then it becomes messy, so it becomes less interesting. So it has to be like that right amount of complexity, I guess. Yeah. So and this kind of part where basically like this is just the piano and the string stops. It helps, like it helps to set up. It helps to I guess like gives more room, like so instead of like just adding everything just to make it cool. But yeah, now this part does not has the strings. Yeah, there is like a room to breathe here, right? Okay, this chord is before we continue, because later the strings will appear again. But this, this chord is still I still remember I'm struggling with this part uh because initially, like the in the song, this chord should be minor, but in this context it's still major. So I made this is a major key, this is a major song, sorry, a major chord, so basically F major, this is F major, but this is F minor. Wait, yeah, this is F minor. So technically, this part has both F major and F minor in it, and it sounds weird. But when I listen to it, like it kind of works. So okay, I just leave it there. So I know it's weird, but it works. But so whatever. Like, okay, so this is clearly a setup, right? Like like so in it, like before, it's very noisy, like with the strings and everything. Like this is very noisy, and then this is like the climax, and then everything stops. So now it's just the piano. Okay, this is just the piano, and then this is still just the piano, and there is just this, I guess, like a half bar window of complete silence where you basically know absolutely nothing where this song leads to. And this is basically the next part. Everything here is just a setup to the conflict part. Like this is the conflict part. So let's listen to the conflict part. Holy shit! What the fuck? What the fuck did I just made? Oh my god! What do I expect this? Hmm. Okay. Okay. First of all, this bass stands out so much, right? And also this one, and then the strings. Oh my god. So, as you guys can see, like this like the second chorus feels completely different from the first chorus. Like the first chorus, like if you just scroll back to the first chorus, but if you forgot how the first chorus sounds like, okay, that's the first chorus, and then this is the second chorus. Like this sounds like a battle, right? Like, but it's the battle inside yourself. Like, is it just the battle inside your thoughts? Like, because like everything is still it's about inner peace, but now it's a conflict between yourself. It's like you try to reject the peace, right? It's try to where it's where you reject the peace. Okay, I still remember this chord, by the way. Yeah, I made this chord. I made this chord so loud. Yeah, I didn't really have any reason other than it sounds good. Well, technically, it's not loud. Okay, it's not loud. the correct terminology is accent, right? It's accent. In piano, this is accent. It's not loud. It's accent. So it's like it's emphasized. Like, I guess, yeah. I guess the English is it's kind of emphasized, not loud. Oh, and also, even though this whole part sounds sad, it's still it's like a sad part and a happy part at the same time. So it's like there's two parts. Like let me listen it again. Yeah, this sounds very happy, even though like everything else sounds very depressing. Yeah, I also changed the chord by the way here. This part, the chord in the real Kagami no Panda is not this chord. This is the one chord. Like I think in Kagami no Panda it should be the minor three. Like yeah, na 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 na. Yeah, it should be the minor three. The minor third chord. Yeah, but this is the home. This is the home base. Basically, I want to set up to the climax. Like yeah, this is a setup to the climax. Holy shit! Oh my god! What the fuck did I? Oh my god! It's just getting crazier and crazier. Oh my god! What the hell? Ah, my! I'm honestly speechless. Yeah. This feels like the conflict is almost over. So this is resolving to like to the climax, which is the what is it called again? Like the like the non-existing piece, like the superliminal piece, I guess. And it's slowing down to yeah, okay. Uh, I okay. I think this chord is still the same with the real Kakami no Panda. It just it shocked me how like it is the exact same chord with Kakami no Panda, but in a completely different feeling. Like I'm honestly amazed by myself. Like the more I break down this song, the more I amazed with this piece. Like it's just insane. It's getting crazier and crazier. Oh my god! Like the way like the strings just suddenly ends too. Like it's wow. Like if you listen this like in a real orchestra, it sounds so is it like it's this kind of moment where like you have to well if you are on the strings part you have to completely focus on the conductor like when the conductor said like the hands like they close the hand which means like stop like everything has to stop like Like this kind of moment is like the reason why you have to pay attention, really pay attention to the conductor. Like when it stopped, like the whole like imagine everything else is loud, it's getting louder, like, and then just it just drops, like it just drops. But again, like in an orchestra setting, like imagine this is like 40, 100 people, and then just stops at once, and just it's just one single piano. Yeah, this is just getting louder, everything getting louder, and then just drops, and then just the piano. Yeah, yeah. This is the superliminal model. This is a superliminal model. It's just non-existence. Oh, by the way, in the real piano, if you want to play this cleanly, you have to do, I guess we called it crossover. I guess like if you have to cross your hand. So again, imagine this is your left hand and this is your right hand. Like, so who is playing this? Well, one way is to play this with the right hand and then change hand. So you play this part with the left hand and then your right hand plays this. But the problem is now there is this one weird transition between the left hand and the right hand. And technically you can make it very smooth. So it feels like there is like basically no transition, but it's not ideal. And the best way to play this is basically to cross your hand. So this is your imagine like this is your left hand, and then you press the sustain pedal, and then this is your right hand, and it's still your right hand, but your left hand is basically like your left hand is on the right of your right hand. Like so your left hand is above your right hand basically. Yeah, you have to cross your hand this. So you can keep this one long phrase like yeah, again this is about phrasing. So this whole thing is just one single phrase. So everything else has to be played with the left hand. Otherwise it might sounds like it's two different phrases and it will sound awkward. And again, this is just one long phrase. Like there is not even like a break here. Probably like if you sang in the real Kagami no Panda, this is true two phrase like so na na ni na, and then you breathe in and then na na ni, and then you breathe again and then na na. So this should be three phrase. But again in this context because like this is like the superliminal thing and then everything is play. So I don't want anything to disrupt. So even breathing is forbidden, I guess. Yeah, it may sounds crazy, but again, like the superliminal part, like the non-existing piece part, is basically death. This is death, by the way. This is death. I know I make this sound very beautiful, but this sounds like death, by the way. And again, this thing is one big phrase. Yeah, this is just one big phrase. Okay, now here's one big problem. When I read this, I was like, yes, yes, I finally reached the piece, right? I finally reached the piece. Now, how do I continue the song? I have no clue on how to continue the song. Like, how do I finish this song? Like, there's no, like, I still have to go back to the chorus and then the outro, right? There is no way I can just end this song here. Like, it will sounds weird. Like, it will sounds like it's incomplete. So, I was panicking. I don't know. I have no idea on how to continue this, like this one piece that I was looking for the whole time. I finally reach it, and I don't know how to continue it. Like it's ironic. Like it's ironic. Like But that's the point because like yeah, death, right? This is death. So how do I continue from death, right? Basically. Yeah. And there's one song, well, two songs technically, two songs made by the same composer, and the composer is called Chroma, and they made two songs, which is one of my again my favorite musics. Chroma is absolutely incredible, but two songs is from Sound Voltex actually. If you play like arcade games, it's called Sound Voltex, and the first song is called I, and then the second song is called Made in Love. And there is just one part with the synthesizer where it sounds like those uh time travel things like imagine like if you like a sci-fi beep boop kind of it's like beep like buttons beeping something like it's it yeah it's like those kind of stuff. Like it is common in sci-fi actually. Yeah, and again, in Chroma's, I think Chroma is like set up like the songs to be like robotic and stuff, like 8-bit and stuff. So yeah, it's like a robot, and that's why like the song "Made in Love" it's like like try I guess like it's robot but try to express love, something like that. I don't know. I cannot explain that really well. And yeah, there is this kind of run, I guess, this kind of run, piano run, and it's not piano, it's synthesizer. But okay, at this point, I just write anything. This is just me being bullshit, by the way. Okay, like okay, and that's why I said like this is either completely dumb or completely genius. So let's play this. And okay, well, this is not the first version, of course. This is like after a couple versions. But the first time I was listening to this part, I was like, huh, this sounds like it's leading to something. I think this might be a genius idea. Yeah. Oh, hi, Risu. Oh, my God. Thank you. Thank you for coming, Risu. Yeah. This part sounds like, oh, wait, this might leads to something, right? At least it leads to something because at that point I have no clue to continue this this piece, like so. Okay, and then again, when I was just basically doing random things, this reminds me of like again I and Made in Love by Chroma, and yeah, basically, okay, let's make this like those kind of time travel kind of sounds. And even if you listen to this closely, it does not sound like a piano. Like by the way, I at this time I have no clue about sound design. By the way, I don't even know about equalizer at this point. So I just beep boop trying to force everything out without knowing anything about music production. So again, let's just listen to this run and try to listen to it. It does not sound like a piano. And I was like, oh, yes, yes. Okay, I know. Like, suddenly just ideas are pouring in. So, okay, I know how to continue. So basically, like, let's zoom out a little bit. Like, this is, earlier, there was like the set version of Kagami no Panda. And then this one is like, okay, uh, uh, like the Utano Pandora, like the VTuber trying to comfort like the small panda, like the small panda. I think it's also inspired by something that Pan said in her birthday. Yeah, and then basically this part is the rejection, right? The rejection. So I don't want that. So I don't want the peace. So I still want to fight. Like again, like you can just imagine like a child crying and then like an adult try to come and I guess like try to calm things over, and the child is still rebels, I guess, still throws tantrum. So this is the basically the whole thing. And then finally after like a lot of convincing, So yeah, after a lot of convincing, so it appears to this pure, I guess like the again like the heaven, like the non-existing part. But again, it sounds like that. So although like this is like an acceptance, I guess you can call it like an acceptance, but you can say like, okay, I accept you, but I still refuse to die, basically. Yeah. So I want to go back to Earth. It's something like that. Yeah. And then it just, oh, okay. I think I want to make it something like that. So, okay. So let's continue. And again, this sounds like, okay, I don't want to die. And oh my God, this part sounds so happy. Like, this part sounds so happy. Like, oh my God. And as you guys can see, the phrasing is starts to appear like earlier, like in the non-existing part, like it's just one big phrase because it's like that. Now it sounds a lot lovelier again. Like it's very lovely here. It's like it's like the child depiction of heaven, right? If a child depict heaven, it's like probably like uh, a big park. I guess like with a lot of flowers, a lot of candies, like a lot of sweets. Yeah, like this sounds like that, right? Then come to my most favorite part. This is my favorite part. Just listen to this. Just listen to just this bar. Okay, this bar 211. Oh my god, this is 200 bars. What the hell? Just listen to this part. This is my favorite part, by the way. Can you guys like hear like this sounds like a jump, right? Like imagine like if you jump and then you jump here and then you land here, right? Like that's basically the interpretation. That's the musical interpretation. Oh my god! When I got that, like, oh yes, yes, everything just makes sense. Like, okay, this is basically like again the death and then the rejection and then okay, actually, now I'm happy. Now that I have experienced peace, I'm happy now. But I want to go back. So this is basically just going back. This is going back. Right? This is jump from I guess from the heaven to the earth. And it's funny because the song is called Utopia, and Utopia is actually means heaven on earth. Like Utopia means heaven on earth. It's not heaven; it's heaven on earth, and that's completely accident. It's completely accidental, by the way. So I have no clue on how to call this song back then. So I'm just looking at the thesaurus for heaven, right? And the one that is closest to Utano is basically Utopia. So, okay, this sounds funny, but again, this is completely accidental. Now, this is completely accidental. But yeah, it sounds like this song really bring heaven to earth. And yeah, it's not fun going to the heaven. It's fun bringing the heaven to the earth. Like it's oh my god, like it works so well. I this is just pure coincidence, by the way. And yeah, this one is like this one sounds chill, like this one chill and happy. And then the final chorus. Yeah, this is the final chorus, and as you guys can see from this, I'm running out of ideas. Well, this is part 260. Like, oh my god, why do I make a song with this kind of duration? Oh, OBS is disconnecting. Test, test. Hello? Uh, is the stream okay? Like, The OBS disconnect for a couple seconds. Test test. I think everything should be okay. Oh, seems okay. Okay. Classic OBS thing. Okay. Where was I? Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. This sounds happy. Like again, this is sound happy. Seem okay. Thank you. Thank you. This is a bit funny actually. This whole thing is just this is the bass, this is the chord, and also the melody, and also like this heaven thing, right? And all just in two hands, by the way. Yeah, yeah. This is by the way the melody. This is the melody, and then yeah. So this is the melody, and also the chord, and also the everything. Like this is just if you are a pianist, you can relate to this. But again, yeah, probably not a lot of people notice, but this is still playable on the piano. Yeah, but it requires a lot of finger independence because your right hand have has to be consistent, right? Your right hand has it should be consistent. Is it basically it should not be affected by anything that you do in your left hand. But your left hand is basically like multitasking like crazy. Like your left hand is basically playing the bass, the chord, and the melody at once with your left hand, and you will probably most of people is not left-handed, so it's really hard to play in left hand. But your right hand has to stay consistent with like this pattern thing. Yeah. So if you play this on a real piano, like it's really hard. It's really hard. Like the finger independence is really hard. Like just one small things that disturb your balance, your body balance will affect everything in the right hand. And also if basically like if your finger independence is not good, then you cannot hear the melody and stuff. Like yeah, this is super hard if you played it on piano. Even though it sounds slow, it's super hard to play it on the piano. Yeah, and then again, this is the outro. This is the EP one. You can tell that the song is ending. Okay, this final chord is the same chord that ends like the piano version. So the piano version ends in a this is a minor. This is this word. Wait, this is a minor chord, right? Oh, sorry, this is a major nine, right? Okay, yeah, this is a major nine chord, and uh, I think like okay, let me put back like the PowerPoint. Um, okay, yeah, okay. Thank you for supporting me despite only finding me recently. I'm just a small panda, but I'm doing my best. The ending was beautiful, by the way. Yeah. Basically, I saw that Pan really loves the ending on the piano version, and the ending of the piano version was ended by a major nine chord. So I want to put a major nine here. So that's basically the reason why this is also a major nine. So it's a throwback on something that I know Pan loves. So yeah, it's really nice to hear it here, to listen to it here, especially with like the whole context, like after like the fight and the set and then the fight and the death and then like oh my god, this is just very emotional, like, and then it's just ended with something that sounds nice. Oh my god, major nine is so magical. Yeah, and that's basically the whole song. Oh, I don't think I talk much about the song, but yeah, to be honest, again, this is just one of those songs where I cannot explain. To be honest, I really cannot explain. I'm still learning from this song, by the way. Yeah. And even funnier if you zoom out, like if you zoom out and look at everything, it's even crazier. Like this is basically the whole project. Like it's so messy. Like the velocity stuff is also like borderline insanity. This whole project is just pure insanity, by the way. Like it's and then that's still just the piano. I still don't know how am I able to do this, but yeah. And yeah, also, okay, one more context. If you're like a music producer or composer or whatever it is, so probably you should at least have like a keyboard MIDI or like anything like to play with. So I don't have that. So I made everything here with just keyboard and mouse and FL Studio. Yeah. So if you have like those physical device in real life, the way you play it is like you just press the notes, and then if you want to change the volume, you can just like there is a slider, I guess, like some kind of slider that you can just move up and down. Where you have already seen it, like, and yeah, uh, I have no access to that kind of machine, so I have to put like the volume by hand. And this is by hand. Like everything here is every single curve here is also by hand. This is the volume, by the way. This is the volume for the violin. This is volume for the cello, and then this is for the violin solo, and then this is for the cello solo. Yeah, and yeah. Even if I look back at this, like it sounds insane. Like it looks insane, but it looks insane. It sounds even more insane. It sounds so unreal. Like what the hell did I just wrote in 1 month? By the way, 1 month. By the way, Tides Bossa Nova is 3 months. So is this 1 month? Yeah, yeah. Uh, when I show this screenshot to to Ed, I think, yeah, I showed this screenshot to Ed, and I not just Ed actually, just my friends too, and most of the reply is just, "Are you muscle?" Muscle, like this is yeah, this is just this is just insane. By the way, if you are a music producer, there are way many easier. There are tons of easier way to do this. This is just pure brute force because I know absolutely nothing about music production. I know nothing about like music composition. I know nothing. I don't have any kind of tools, so I just brute force everything. So it sounds like what I had in my mind. And yeah, you can do it. You can do it. By the way, yeah. Yeah. That's basically UTopiA no Kagami. So let's back to the slide because there are some stuff that I want to talk about as well. And yeah, I think I can end this stream in 30 minutes. So definitely let's go back to the PowerPoint. So yeah, let's go back to the PowerPoint. So okay. So we were at here. Let's continue. So this is my talk on UTopiA no Kagami 1 year later, basically now. Okay, how do I feel about the song now? Uh, it sounds even harder than I remember. So I still remember how hard it is, but every single time where I really listen to this song, it sounds harder than I remember. You said it will be a 24-hour stream. Yeah. I want to end this stream before 11 p.m. so I can catch 1 hour stream. Hmm. Yeah. It's even harder than I remember. It does not even make sense. So okay, this is a bit funny story. Uh, a couple days ago, a couple weeks ago, I mentioned something on Twitter. I said that Utopia no Kagami is so insane. I don't think I can make something better than that. And then Neo replied, don't play yourself, Max. As that one philosopher once said, best day of your life so far. Okay. So basically Neo said, well, it's the hardest so far. Surely I can make it something better or harder next time, right? Uh, so I actually think a lot about this, but the more I think about it, again, the more it does not make sense. So yeah, one thing that I realize is it's like the more I know about Pan, the harder it is to make something like Utopia no Kagami. The feeling is very pure, almost naive. I don't know how to explain. Well, I kind of know how to explain. So the reason why it's even harder now because it sounds childish. Yeah. So there is this one famous quote by Picasso. It took me 4 years to paint like Raphael, but a lifetime to paint like a child. And this whole thing, like Utopia no Kagami, feels very naive. It's very childish. I cannot explain why it's childish, but it is. So it's like when the shonen anime main character said, "I can do this. I can save the world. I can blah 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 blah," blah." And then just like a couple arcs later, then the enemy appears, and then turns out they they mess up so bad, right? Yeah, and that's basically my situation right now. So 1 year later, basically it feels like I can do everything. So let's do everything. And now, after I know a lot of things, I realize, wait, turns out what I did is crazy. And it turns out there is no way I can do that. And yeah, it's normal, I think. It's normal to feel like that. Because again, like pretty sure like everyone experienced this in your life. Like uh when you're a child, you are a lot more energetic, you are a lot more naive in a good way. So everything feels different to now when you're an adult. Like, so yeah, and actually, the reason why I think about this a lot recently is of course, for Pan's next anniversary. Yeah, which is in 2 months again, in 2 months. So my initial plan, I already spoiled this because I will never make this project. Well, maybe in like a couple years. So, but this is my initial plan is sequel to Tides. Basically, use the same feeling as Utopia no Kagami, but apply to Tides. I tried this after thinking a lot. In 2 weeks, I give up. Okay, I give up in making a sequel to Tides, similar to Utopia no Kagami. So it actually made me depressed. It actually made me depressed. Like for 2 weeks. I still remember like I was talking to Ed about this. So yeah, Ed talks. Ed gives me a lot of yeah advice. Uh, to not telling me to not overthinking it. But well, but yeah, basically I still cannot do it. Yeah. Okay. Let's not overthink it. But so basically, the after I am not overthinking it, I just decided to scrap the idea. So yeah. With more context, it's harder to make something like Utopia no Kagami. The more I learn, the more I understand how weak I am. So yeah, again, like Utopia no Kagami sounds very naive, and let's just not overthink it. Let's just put this Utopia no Kagami as those one things that I will never recreate, and let's just move on. So that's basically my decision. And yeah, and this is just a bit disclaimer. So it might seems like I'm playing hero or something, but yeah, I'm not. I just want to make music for her. So yeah, the problem is I need to I need to make a music for her. But yeah, now I have no clue, right? If I have no clue, it becomes confusing. So yeah, just the clue itself is hard, let alone to express it through music, right? So yeah, even though like I know like all of these things is sounds very like again like uh as I mentioned before, like sounds childish. Again, this is not about like trying to save her. This is just playing a song that brings peace, right? That's it. Like it's just open for an interpretation, but that's my intention. But yeah, as I said before, that plan is basically a complete failure. So I have to move on. And in one random morning, I got a new idea for the fans anniversary. So to be honest, there is no Black Flash so far. Yeah, there is no Black Flash, but there is one different thing that I realized in one morning. So this tweet is basically a hint for my next project. Well, not next project for but next well for Pan's anniversary. Yeah. Technically, I have three projects at once. So yeah, I don't care if I'm overthinking it or not, but rather than being stressed of not being able to do anything, I should just create a magic. Then I'm sure everything will be fine. Uh, this is related to the project that I will make for fun. Yeah, everything is already said in this image. So yeah, uh, make sure to I guess check it out after I release it. Of course, I have not started because I'm still making the project for Aura's birthday, which is in 1 month. Wow, coincidence. Yeah, in 1 month, it's Aura's birthday, and actually the project is in 80% completion, and I'm very happy with it. So yeah, and again, this is about Utopia no Kagami. I still grew along with this song. So as I mentioned before, this song is way above my feelings, right? Even to this day, I still learn something from it. So not just from music, but also from uh emotionally. It helps me when I lost my identity. Like there is like a couple moments where I when I heard like some of the Frendoras, and yeah, I basically just cried the whole day and listened to this song in repeat for like 3 days, I think. So it helps me a lot because yeah, I grew with this song. Uh, it's crazy, like, but I'm glad I made this song because like now I have like this I don't know, like this childish feeling, like again, like those childish point of view of peace. But now I have it stored in a music that I can just play whenever I want. So it's really nice. It's really nice to just capture a moment or a feeling, a certain feeling, a very specific feeling that I had like 1 year ago. That I will never ever be able to replicate it, but I have the song and I can just play it if I want to experience what I felt back then. And again, as I grew, I just realized how insane the song is. So yeah, I really grew along with the song. And yeah, now the next question is it still the hardest project? And the answer is, well, emotional wise, technically, yes. I'm still not sure about like my next project for Pan's anniversary. Uh, I have the idea, but I have not started at all. But technical wise, not anymore. It's not types bossa nova, by the way. I will speak about types bossa nova after this, right? So actually, in the next stream, I know I have not announced this, but there will be a next stream. You know what I will explain, uh, which is well, this is not a secret anymore because it is already released, right? This is already released. Uh, so actually. I made the instrumental for the Inochi no Namae for Marigato. And yeah, uh, I have not asked Mari if I can stream explaining the process on making the instrument, but yeah, hopefully I can. So because I really want to talk about it. And oh my god, oh my god, that project is probably the hardest. Yeah, that this is the hardest project. This is the hardest project by miles actually. Like yeah, I will save this for the next stream. I will save this for the next stream. I don't want to hype this around. So yeah, make sure to watch uh Mari's premiere on the song tomorrow. Like it's tomorrow, right? Yeah, it's tomorrow. Make sure to watch the premiere of the song. Uh, yeah, I will not give any kind of hints. So yeah, let's just hear it tomorrow, and I will talk about it later. Yeah. And again by difficult I don't mean by like it's crazy complicated. I will talk about this like in the next stream why it is actually difficult. And yeah, and this is about Tides Bossa Nova. And again, I will explain about this later. Like in another stream, there are some issues with Tides Bossa Nova. So surprisingly, Tides Bossa Nova is one of my least favorite projects. And I will mention why it's my least favorite songs that I make in the other streams. But yeah, the other day I watched like Eric Whittaker said something about like if you need to make like five failing piece to make one good piece or something. And I still think that Tides Bossa Nova is one of those failing piece. It sounds good, by the way. It sounds good. But yeah, I will discuss it later on the other stream about like why I think this is a fail. And surprisingly, it's not about the feeling. It's not about the composition. Yeah, I will discuss it in other stream. Yeah, and that's basically it. But I have some bonus slides. Yeah, hopefully I can finish this slide in 15 minutes. Yeah, so I want to talk about how do I find ideas from my music. So yeah, I had this discussion a lot with my friends and my ERL friends, with IRL friends actually, and also with Ed. Uh, so how do I find ideas from my music, right? So basically, just like any other people, it's just brainstorming. But I think there is one different thing that uh, in my brainstorming compared to at least the people that I know. So in my brainstorming, I basically just constantly thinking for it for weeks and then basically discard almost everything except one, the version that you listen. Right? So this is some tips that I got from a lot of people actually. But the first one is from my IRL's friends, IRL friends. Okay, that's a tongue twister, but yeah. So they said that if I have a good idea, I immediately write it like on FL Studio or at least on like Notepad or something or on phone, so I won't forget it. That makes sense, right? So if I have a good idea, let's just write it and care about it later. And I still disagree with that kind of approach. So my dumb approach is if I have a good idea, then I forget about it, then it's not a good idea. And this is one of the reasons why, for me at least, it's so hard to make a project. Like I need to constantly think about it. And the thing that stuck in my brain, like for days, for weeks, will be the version that that you listen. Yeah, that's basically it. Like even like for Pan's next anniversary, I have been thinking for it like for at least 1 month, and there is only one idea, and that one idea stuck in my brain like for 2 weeks, and probably I will complete like the project for Aura's birthday in 2 weeks. So for after 1 month of deciding that will be the project, hopefully I still had that in my mind. So I can start the project. If I forgot it, then I have to find another thing. But yeah, it may sound dumb, but here's my reasons. So I'm not this is not about finding the perfect music. There is there is no perfect music as I mentioned before in the previous stream. And also by the way, I'm not a perfectionist. Yeah, but the reason is I just want my feelings to be long lasting. So if I forgot it, then probably it's not really important. So if this makes an impression in my mind, like I I I can think of it like for months, then I'm pretty sure this is important for me. And yeah, these musics are not just for my kamyoshi; it's also for me. And this is also this is two quotes, by the way. It's not from me. So if you want to love someone, you have to love yourself first. And yeah, this is about self love. And then you cannot support someone that you keep relying your life to. So I mentioned this earlier before. Uh, I will mention about this later. So yeah, again, that this quote is not mine, by the way. About like you cannot support someone that you keep relying your life to. Uh, Actually, many VTubers have expressed this, including my kamioshi. Yeah, I saw I saw a lot of VTubers said like I'm not responsible for your life. I'm also something like be the protagonist of your own story, and this is completely true. Yeah, this is completely true. So basically, yeah, and again, I cannot just keep relying my life to my kamioshi, right? It will just give her a burden. Yeah, and it is I know like this is a hard topic to discuss, but I think this is very important to discuss. And the line between selfless and selfish is very thin. So let's say like if you heard this sentence like I'm doing this for your sake, what is your first impression? Like I'm doing this for your sake. Like this one line can mean so many stuff, right? Like I'm doing this for your sake can be said by an abuser. I'm doing this for your sake can be said by like someone who tried to save you. The like this one line is can go to so many different places. Like I'm doing this for your sake is actually for your sake, or actually it's just my thought of your sake. Right? And yeah, that's basically why uh I'm struggling with this a lot. Yeah, I'm struggling with this a lot. Like I know that my kamioshi saved my life, but now what should I do with my life, right? Because I already threw my life basically, and now I get my life back. So what should I do? I cannot just keep relying my life to her because it will just add more burden to her, more unnecessary burden for her. By the way, yeah, and yeah, like this, like like they are not responsible for our life, so I should be my own protagonist for my own story. So and yeah, that's why like uh even in my past stuff like this can end horribly wrong. And I have already hurt many people, and also many people already hurt me basically through this kind of interaction. So I don't want this to happen to any of my friends, to the friendoras, and also to my Camille's basically. And yeah, that's why I think about this a lot. I think about this a lot. And yeah, I know that I'm still weak, but my stance is with this song, with the UTopiA No Kagami, is I cannot keep asking her to save me, and I have to become stronger if I want to keep supporting her. And that's basically what I want to convey, I guess. Yeah. Uh, and that's why I will keep learning and growing with the song. Yeah, and that is actually the end of the slide. But I skipped one slide, and I mentioned about like this long lasting feeling. Yeah, there is actually one project with not long-lasting feelings, and it's the Pokorakun official BGM orchestral cover something something, right? This is not a long-lasting feeling. From the first time the idea come to my brain until I release it, it's just like 12 hours. So probably I only made this in 6 hours and then just listen to it and having fun with it and then upload it. So yeah, I only made this in 6 hours. It's not long lasting. It's not bad, by the way. It's good actually. It's actually one of my favorite. It's well received too. I love this more than Kites, by the way. But yeah, this is not a long lasting feeling. So again, this is not about good or bad. This is just for my selfish reason. Yeah, and that's basically it. Yeah, I know this. this stream becomes like a lot philosophical, I guess, like a lot of deep thoughts. But and that's basically the reason why talking about this song is hard, because like this song is the Utopia no Kagami is very heavy in emotion. Like yeah, it's very heavy in emotion. Yeah, so that's basically it. I don't think I can explain even further than this, because like again, I'm still learning with it. Maybe like I can make like a follow up stream later one day. Oh, by the way, I think I mentioned earlier, like I found a mistake. I found a mistake, by the way. Yeah, I just found a mistake. Uh, it's not really a mistake, but yeah, with my skill now, I will not do this. Where is it? I forgot. Wait, let me find it. Okay, this part. Yeah, this part. This part sounds very messy. Basically, if this part, basically the way I do this in real life is just press the sustain pedal. But if you keep, if you just spam the sustain pedal, yeah, it will sounds very messy like this. Yeah, uh, this part is sounds very messy. So I know now with my new knowledge, I know how to fix this, and that's the only thing that I complain from this whole 8 minutes of songs. Yeah, and that's basically it. I guess that's all I want to talk about. So thank you for watching. I'm still surprised that there are 9 people here. I thought there will be zero. Thank you everyone for coming. So as usual, let's just listen to the song one more time. Yeah. So let's just listen to the whole song one more time before we end the stream. Yeah, and that's it. Thank you for coming to the stream. I will grow as a person, as a musician, and as a friend or as too. So thank you for coming because you guys really make it. You guys changed my life completely. Like I know I give a lot of credits to my kamioshi, but thanks to like everyone in the community, like it really makes me happy. It really makes me glad that I'm alive. I really mean it. Yeah. Thank you. Well, okay, it's already 11 p.m. I need to end the stream. Bye bye.